because I figured it would be better to do it online. Let me find something to hold. Because Green Bean's in the other room and I'm too lazy to get up and walk and get him. But I'm just gonna try to go over what happened and give my genuine side, and hopefully the situation will be coming to a close. Sadly, it is Rocky, and every single time I have tried to end the situation with her, then it usually ends with them threatening me further, taunting me, or anything else that they can do. So I'm going to start from the beginning. A few months ago, I was introduced to a group of people that I will call the River Kids, because I don't know what else to call them. This was a group of, 6 people? And we all had a nice little group chat, and we chatted over the summer. Keep in mind that I was in contact with them, I think, a month before I had my surgery, which was in late June. But, yeah, I have been in contact with them for a while, and I have been able to repair some of my relationships that had fallen apart due to Misty's genuine just messing with everything and throwing other people under the bus for their own actions. But I was introduced to this group a while ago, and I had a lot of fun with them. I will say, it was a nice group, until it wasn't nice. I felt very frustrated with how the group was handled. I felt like that I was the person trying to stop people from arguing. I will say there are some people in that group chat that were genuinely really nice to me, and this is not directed towards them. But yeah. So I had my surgery late June, I believe. I would have to go back and check dates on photos because I have a very bad memory, but that's besides the point. But the reason I'm even making this live is to try to end the situation. So things started to go downhill when I had W and Rocky begin to vent to me. Now, a few other people had vented to me here and there, which I didn't mind. Keep in mind that I am around 3 years older than these people, and I was trying to guide them and help them through their problems, which I will say is not my place, and I shouldn't have done so. It caused me a lot of stress and led to me just overall being very stressed. I try not to take other people's emotions on, but it's a very difficult thing for me to do because I'm scared that other people are going to get hurt if I don't do something. But things started going downhill when W and Rocky started venting to me. Breathing. They were basically both venting to me about either random stuff or each other. Rocky had been venting to me about W about their breakup. And then W was telling me about what Rocky had done to them. I was very disappointed in Rocky at the time, but thought that maybe I wasn't getting the full story. This is something that I always try to do with every situation I am in, is to see both sides before pushing judgment. As in the past, I have had people lie to me and that has led me astray. What I did in this situation was try to get both sides. This lasted a few days until things began to go down. Keep in mind that I was out of town, recovering from surgery, and trying to get out of a place that was basically about to get hit by a hurricane. I was very stressed, but I think I handled that part of the situation decently. Now, I had found out that Rocky had threatened their life to W, their ex, if they did not marry them. Now, Rocky has this fun thing that they do and say that I don't have any evidence. Now, hear me out. I don't think anybody records their IRL conversations to post online or send to each other when somebody messes up. Okay, I thought I heard my mom call me. That's my bad. But, this situation definitely took a negative turn after basically the group chat had an argument with Rocky. Rocky had been very upset because their ex had begun dating someone else, and they felt that they were getting teamed up on. I understand this in some aspects, but the way that Rocky handled it was very poor. They made a group chat excluding the two people that they were annoyed with and proceeded to vent to us and then accuse us of being on a side. Now, at this point, I was still very neutral in the situation and trying to handle it like me, as I am 3 years older than all these people. I felt very hurt by the whole entire situation because after a while of me comforting Rocky, they proceeded to turn it on me. After a bit, they accused me of being behind the other person's group chat, accused me of backtalking them, basically saying that I just decided to turn against them completely, which wasn't what happened. I was just talking to some of my friends, and I think that it's okay for me to talk about friends and be scared about a hurricane and then send funny pictures of crabs on the beach. The only talk that we did was when some of us were getting texted by Rocky. Now, don't get me wrong, we did talk about Rocky, but we were all in the situation and we all needed to talk it through so we were getting all sides and understanding what was happening all around. I do not think it was wrong that I talked to people that were in the situation about what happened. No, I did not write this out. I just took my ADHD medicine. I felt very frustrated with the situation because, like I said, Rocky turned it around on me and accused me of basically getting all these people to go against them. I told Rocky that I was very frustrated, and I made a few paragraphs trying to explain my feelings. I think that that was a good way to talk about how I felt hurt that Rocky was accusing me of things that I did not do in a concise manner while not fully accusing them. Obviously, this did not work for Rocky. These are methods that I have learned in therapy to not fully put the blame on somebody and to try to get their side without seeming accusatory. They personally help me in a lot of my everyday situations, and I mean, they're just very helpful for me. Now, this begins to escalate once I get home from my vacation. Rocky proceeds to... I do want to make one thing clear. I vent on my channel a lot. If you go through my channels, then you can see that I vent. It's how I get my emotions out in an artistic manner, or just send stupid pictures that kind of explain how I feel. Sorry, my glasses are squishing my face. The whole entire situation was very frustrating to me, and Rocky proceeded to text me and tell me to take posts down that had no names. I will say I did make a few edits. I say edits. They were vents talking about how hurt I was that Rocky would turn a situation around on me and accuse me of things that I never did. Rocky told me to take down all of the posts that I even made just relatively venting. Thank you. I would love for Trump to shut this down. But back on topic. I did end up taking down the videos that I had made venting in order to try to be open with them and communicate properly. Now, Rocky did not find this satisfying enough and asked me to take down posts that had nothing to do with them. This very much, it just frustrated with it. It frustrated me because there were no names, no identifying information, no screenshots, just me simply expressing my frustration with some people. I do not think that this was wrong for me to do because it was not targeted towards anybody. I can understand why people say that I should not make posts with explicit names, but it has gotten to the point that Misty will continue to post about me and try to ruin my name online, which frustrates me a lot because I did nothing wrong to her or anybody else. This went on kind of a back and forth. I believe early August, Misty began freaking out again. I do not remember specifically without going over screenshots, but she was very upset about something I had said, I believe, and I was very confused. I believe that she was complaining about another video I had put up that did not have anything to do with her. I straight up told her that I was frustrated with her accusing me of making my whole entire life about complaining about her. Believe it or not, I have a lot more friends than just Rocky and the River Kids. That's the nickname I gave them. I don't know what to call them. I feel bad saying names. But the situation very much frustrated me and I felt very confused. But Rocky proceeded to kind of come at me. They also put a lot of false accusations against me, saying that I had threatened to hurt myself. No. That I had threatened, or it would be nice if my brain worked today. They had said that I told them to hurt themselves. This is something that I have never said to anybody, not even in a joking manner. I find this stuff very, very, very touchy and do not talk about it. I don't even make jokes telling people to hurt themselves. I'm very particular about what I say, and if you text with me, then you will see that I spend a long time responding, especially to when people vent, so I can give appropriate advice and try to help in the best way I can without leading the situation into a worse outcome. Misty was clearly not satisfied by anything I was doing and went live and complained about me for a little bit. I was very frustrated by this and proceeded to tell them, if you want to deal with this, let's go live together, which they proceeded to decline, so I decided to get on a phone call with them and had W, their ex, get on a call and kind of be a referee. Misty was very, very, very rude during this call. I will say I did get worked up. Misty was basically accusing me of telling them things that I would never say in my life due to my own trauma and having people say that to me when I was younger. I'm still very frustrated by what Misty has said about me and what she has accused me of. I do not understand in whatever way that I was telling them to hurt themselves. All the conversations I have had with them usually ended with me just saying, okay, I'm just going to put you on silent or I'm going to block you. Even when I'm upset with them, I have expressed over text and on past live streams for them not to hurt themselves because I genuinely care about everybody's mental health in this situation. They make it seem like I'm some sort of heartless monster who doesn't care if somebody gets hurt or not, but that's truly not the case. The situation tended to get out of hand at some times. I did record the full call with them where we did go back and forth quite a bit. I will say I did raise my voice because Misty proceeded to talk over me several times. It was not letting me get my story in. Several times they have reached out to me asking for my side, even though I have told them explicitly several times what has happened. They also tend to text me cursing, saying that I need to take something down because blah blah blah. I ended up blocking Misty while I was in San Antonio because I was very frustrated with how they were treating me and I felt very hurt. This was the weekend of October 11th that I decided to block them. No, I put them on silent again. But they had texted me complaining about something and I just said, sorry, too busy feeding these ducks. I genuinely do not understand what is so hard about not reaching out to me. I ended up blocking Misty, I believe, late October. after they were just absolutely just coming at my mental health, and I felt very hurt by the whole situation. So I ended up blocking them. However, recently, Misty has reached out to me through another device of W. I was very hurt by this whole entire situation because Rocky had popped in the group chat and was reading over messages that I have sent and posting about them without any context. Yes, I did ask for Rocky's address, but not in the way of I'm gonna send her a bomb. No. I was simply asking if anybody had her address so we could call in a wellness report because she was continuously threatening her life, and I was very worried at that point. I couldn't tell if her threatening her life was a cry out or a cry for help or just more manipulation, but I decided to go with the first one because even if it wasn't for real, I would rather be safe than sorry. Now, Rocky didn't join the group chat, but grabbed the other person's phone, W's, and began texting me and saying that I was, quote, a psycho killer. I was getting very frustrated and asked them to give the phone back politely, several times. I ended up just losing my brains and removed W from the group chat and removed myself and told them to not add me back literally ever. This did result in some falling outs. I will say the group chat was going through a hard time because of arguments that were being had. Politics were consistently brought up. I say consistently. It was once, and it ended up in two people being very upset and one person leaving. That was when I was out of the group chat after I was venting and somebody laughed. Obviously, I have talked it out with them and they did not mean it. They thought I wasn't being serious because I had censored myself by saying duck instead of the F word. Me and them are on very good terms now, and yeah. I had left the group chat for the time being because I was under a lot of stress, and like I said, I was venting and felt very hurt. So the group chat was very unstable, I'd say, and I have not been in it for a few weeks now. Misty is still proceeding to kind of bash on me. A week ago, maybe, I went live and I was very upset because of what Misty had said to me. Yes, I was very emotional and I should not have gone live when I was that emotional. I really just needed an outlet and something to do so I wouldn't get distracted. Not even distracted, get more upset with myself over the situation. Did I vent on the live? Yes. But did I also know that I was being watched, so I shouldn't do anything stupid? Yes. What I tend to leave out when talking to people younger than me is that I do have mental health problems. I do not feel it's appropriate to force my mental health on other people. I only vent to people that are very close to me and are the same age as me. If you ever have talked to me, I rarely talk about how I feel. I have therapy for a reason, and I don't find it necessary for me to vent to people that I don't know, or even people that I do know that I also know may not be super mentally stable. As somebody who has been vented to when I was in a hard place and had not been able to help, I do not want anybody else to go through that, which is why I try not to vent with people. I vented on live because I felt that this wasn't explicitly pushing it on a certain person to deal with. It was more just getting it out there in the open instead of bottling it up until next week, which is when I have therapy. Rocky joined the live several times and began just coming at me completely. I was very frustrated with the whole situation because I did not see what was worth going through for them to just be upset with me and snap at me over me just going live. I was very frustrated by the whole situation, which I'm sure I have said 1,000 times now, but yeah. Currently where I stand with Rocky is very unknown. I still have them blocked, and they have continued to leave up posts with false accusations. Something I should bring up is the tracing allegations against me. In the past, I believe it was back in February, I was on Pinterest scrolling and I found a cute couple's picture of two people in a Night Fury and a Light Fury onesie. I thought the picture was really cute and took it in reference to wrinkles and body anatomy to be able to learn how the body works. I'm not very good with anatomy. I can basically only draw heads, and if you have ever seen me try to draw full bodies, then you know that it looks absolutely horrendous. I in no way was saying that I had originally made that art. It was originally just a fun piece that I had posted and put in the background of a video because I needed more speed paints in the background. I was running out of speed paints, and that was literally one of my last ones. I found it very frustrating that Misty proceeded to make a full video on this without adding any context. Not to mention that they had traced in the past with zero credit. I found it very irritating that they would even throw an accusation at me like that when we were still in an argument. I found it very inappropriate because they simply did not they were just trying to find something to get upset with me over. If you look back on their channel, you will see that they consistently post about me and proceed to throw allegations like they're obsessed with me to me. I'm in no way obsessed with Rocky. I'm honestly done with the situation and very frustrated with where it has ended. Mostly because Rocky just has not acknowledged my feelings at all. I was talking to W the other day, which me and them have not been texting as much because I felt very hurt that they had been watching Rocky text me while that was when Rocky had reached out to me and called me a psycho killer. The whole situation frustrated me a lot, and I have told a lot of my friends that I am just very done with the situation. Last I ever heard, Rocky was very upset that I was upset. W told me that Rocky had gone home crying. I personally do not know if this is true, due to me not completely understanding what is truth and what is a lie at this point. I'm still very lost with this whole situation and do not understand why people are accusing me of such vile things. Sorry, I return. The whole entire situation was very frustrating to me, and I personally do not understand Misty's side at all. I do not think in any way that it was right for her to threaten her life if somebody did not marry her. Misty also has made a separate video in the past accusing me of being lying, or just straight up lying. That's literally the video. What is the problem with their video is that they add no evidence at all. I found it very frustrating that they were constantly texting me for proof of stuff that happened IRL, while they were filming videos without any evidence at all and telling people to just trust them. I honestly do not know what the hell is going on with this situation. I'm just tired of my name being dragged through the mud, which is why I'm doing this. I decided to do this when I was very calm, so I would not start crying like last time I tried to do this. I hope that this gets the situation out in a clear and concise manner. I'm going to just quickly run through the chat, and then I have to go do cool stuff. Let's see. Also, I wanted to say thank you to all my mods for making sure that, chat is on credit, or on topic, and being kind. I am pinning a comment from Forrest, and that should be able to help with more evidence and screenshots. I can't really add screenshots on a live. So, yeah. I am not taking a break. I will still try to stay up with content. I have been filming a lot of stuff, and I posted 2 edits today. I do need to go and fix one of them because I decided that I needed to cheat CapCut and forgot to cut me screen recording CapCut out. So I just want to say thank you all for just tuning in. I just wanted to get this out in a clear and concise manner to try and, I guess, elaborate what happened. I hope all of you people have a lovely day. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and I love you all so much. It would be nice if my fingers were even. Bye.